shamelessadventures.com. If you want to listen to two people who have no idea what they're talking about stammer through the lifestyle,
Yeah.
then congratulations, you're already here.
Yeah, we're the ones for you.
It's just awkward silence.
Another shameless adventure.
All right, I can't. Ready, set, go.
Hey, bitches.
Hey, bitches. Welcome to another edition of Shameless Adventures, episode
5?
5.
5. Let's call it 5.
Let's call it 5.
Sweet.
So I'm in charge.
We all knew that.
Today, I'm in charge, so the topics are all me. So if this episode sucks, then I guess it falls squarely on my shoulders.
Yes.
And if it's awesome, I'll accept all your accolades.
I won't let it happen.
Okay, so I should just go and I should just start with what I wanted to ask you, all my questions.
Yes, ma'am.
You look so cute. Can I just say that first?
Yes, it always helps.
Chris is wearing sunglasses and we're inside. But he's so mellow that he pulls it off.
It's very early.
It is a little early. we got shit to do.
Yeah, we're caffeinated. We're ready.
We're ready to go.
Let's fucking do this.
Let's fucking do this. Okay, so I think I kind of know the answer to this, but they don't.
That's usually half the fun.
What's your favorite?
Oh, these are questions from me.
Yes,
Fuck.
and then we'll take turns. What's your favorite sexual position?
Huh. I think it's missionary, and it's because I like to look at chicks. I like to look at tits, and I like oral sex. So I kind of get like the whole slope right there. So I can be down there eating her pussy and look up and often still see her eyes, or at least her tits, or reach her tits.
So you're saying you like a bitch on her back?
I kind of do. Like
And
I like variety, so I don't want to stay in missionary, but I think I like to start and finish there.
Start and finish in missionary.
Yeah,
So like you're not a fan of like an angry doggy style?
You're getting angry doggy style at like stage 4. You're rolling over. Like when we have sex, we don't just have one position.
No, we're multiple positioners.
Yeah, that's my preference, and I like to sort of, as I said, start at missionary,
And then
check
switch it
out
up.
some other stuff, and then come back, and that's where I like to. Don't dissect my answers. Take them at face value.
I'm sorry. Sorry for doubting.
That's
you.
a good question, though.
Okay. See, I'm a fan of missionary too, but
Boring.
I know, right? But I like it for the kissing.
Right.
So if it's just me and you, I like missionary because I like to look at you when I talk dirty to you. So I need to see your face, and I sometimes like to know that you're watching my face.
Right.
Because I guess I'm an egomaniac or whatever. But I just get off on the whole conversation and the kissing. But if we're talking like really like my real favorite sexual position, it's kind of where I'm like on the side, and then where you're on the side and I'm kind of on my back and you come in from behind. It's kind of like, I'm sure it has a name and I'll Google it later.
I'm not even picturing it.
I'm on my back, but my hips are turned. And you're coming at me from the side, almost like a half spoon.
Okay.
And then our legs are all because it's something about the G spot that in that position.
Right. Okay.
So that's my favorite.
I've been there.
But if we're talking more than me and you in the bed, then obviously I don't want a stranger on top of me.
Right.
I'd rather ride the guy or have him behind me.
Right.
But I think you still resort back to missionary because of what you said earlier.
If there's multiple people in the room, I like to get up. I like to be like on my feet.
You are a walker.
I like to be like, all right, I'm over here, and then you know what? Something's really good happening over there. I'm coming around.
You work all angles of the bed.
But that's different. You know, that's me just being a selfish opportunist.
And that's why I love you.
I mean, I'm sharing and giving, and yeah.
Okay, so we know your favorite. What's your least favorite?
My least favorite.
Like
least
the one that leaves you
position.
Yeah, the one that leaves you like the most vulnerable.
Vulnerable. I'm struggling to find something I don't like about sex.
That's my baby.
Yeah, like
maybe I should go and then I'll jog your memory.
Yeah, you go ahead and go.
I don't care how hot the two people are involved. I don't want anybody to 69 me ever. I don't care if you're like a rock star. I don't care if you're a porn star. I don't want your balls or your butt on my face.
Huh. Okay.
Ever. And I definitely don't want to do it to you.
Well,
you asked
69,
me to.
I can be on my back, and you can be.
I don't want it either.
Right.
It's because that's where I go back to like whole vulnerable position.
Right.
You know, like if you're sticking.
You don't want to fart on my face.
See, you went there, and I wasn't even trying to be disgusting.
I'm just saying, it's not gross. It's like
if you're sticking. Okay, if your dick's in my mouth.
That's what you're saying, though.
Kind
you're
of,
saying,
kind of.
It's but
it's
tentative.
also just because it doesn't feel sanitary to me. I got a big ass. I don't really want all that on top of
just to be
face.
clear.
I'm clean, just to be clear.
Yeah, but. So there's no issue of being sanitary. You just don't think it's appealing.
No, I don't think it's pretty.
Right.
I don't think it's a good angle. It's not a good look for me.
Right. That explains why.
When you ask me, I say no.
It's not something I'm like, yeah, it's Tuesday, it's 69 day. I just, occasionally I'm like, hey.
No, occasionally in the heat of the moment, you will say something like crazy kinky, like, shut the fuck up and sit on my face.
Well, I mean.
And I'm all like,
I like your pussy.
No.
So I'll chase it wherever I have to get it.
I guess.
I'll flip you over and come for it.
I just don't want anybody. I just don't think it's a pretty look.
It's not high on my list. It's
not a sweet landscape.
I probably would be a little uncomfortable if it was just like group play and all of a sudden someone was like,
yes, and
yeah, it depends.
But here's another thing is you and me together for 10 years, so you've seen my butthole, so it's not like it's
I have.
It's not like it's a new thing.
It's not.
But I love you so much.
Fast friends.
I don't really want to see yours either, so I don't even want it to be reversed.
Whoa.
It's just complicated.
I've got feelings too.
And we've been in situations before where we've been in swing clubs and stuff, and it's almost like you can see the eagerness. Some people want to quickly get into the 69 position, and I'm all like, dude, I don't know you like that. Yeah. No, put my hand up.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's just a little off-putting, and I think it's very personal.
Okay, so
yeah, 69 is my least favorite position.
Yeah, I don't think I have one.
Followed by reverse cowgirl. I just don't want to hold your feet. It's just a weird.
It's not a very connected position.
No, and if the TV's on, maybe.
Yeah.
Then that's a good.
Yeah, like if Big Brother's on or something.
Then that's like the perfect position. Or if I'm studying for something and my textbook's by your feet.
Studying for something. Okay. Good
so
to know.
What you're essentially saying is you love sex so much you'll fuck in any position.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. If my dick's out and there's someone
willing to get on it,
willing to use it,
who are you to say?
Yeah, like I'm not. I'm sure there would be times where I'd be like, "Oh, that's not great," or you're fucking that position up. You are horrible at reverse cowgirl. You're gonna break my fucking knee. Get off me. But I wouldn't blame.
I'm lucky. In 10 years, you've never said some weird shit like that to
I would
me.
never blame reverse cowgirl. I would blame my sexual partner for being an idiot.
Huh.
Yeah. So no.
I was wondering when we were going to get to that.
People can ruin any position if they're idiots. But it's not the position's fault.
Maybe reverse cowgirl would be nice if there was somebody at your feet to entertain me.
Yes.
I think that would be an acceptable where I would make an exception for my distaste.
We'll explore that.
Yeah. On the next episode of Shameless Adventures.
Well,
there'll be a video.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. All right, what else you got?
So now that we know that you like everything sexual.
Yes.
There has to be something you don't like. So what's like the weirdest thing anybody's ever asked you? And it doesn't have to be lifestyle. What's the weirdest thing anybody's ever asked you to do sexually? I know you have stories.
The weirdest thing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. On the spot? I can't even really think of too much. Weird.
I can think of some stories that you told me.
I like sometimes weird stuff. Yeah, I mean, you'd have to remind me. I sometimes like weird stuff. So
wasn't there a girl you dated who like took you to her apartment and showed you her video collection?
Oh, I'm not sure that I dated her.
Well, okay, that you banged.
Yeah,
the girl you banged.
She was a friend that was freaky, and I supported her freakiness. You know, like she'd tell me stuff, and I'd be like, "Oh my god, holy shit, she's crazy!" And they'd be like, "Oh, that's so cool." You know, be yourself. And I was just being supportive of her freak. And she told me about some freaky stuff. Yeah,
I'm asking what it is.
Sorry.
They don't know. I know the story, but they don't know.
Yeah, I don't even.
Welcome to my life. With
I don't
Chris.
even remember her name.
It's not important.
She had like a thing for like dogs. Yeah, like dog sex videos. Like she had videos. Yeah, like bestiality. She had videos of dogs fucking chicks.
So weird.
And obviously got off on it to some degree.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember, and I used to make jokes all the time. Like I saw videos with like dogs with socks on, which is very practical. You know, if you're gonna let a dog fuck you, apparently putting a sock on him is gonna prevent you from getting scratched.
Right.
Yeah. So kudos.
Rather than just take your dog to get his nails clipped, which seems weird that I even would just say that as an alternative. Like, don't make your dog wear socks. Get his nails cut.
Probably still in the heat of the moment, dogs. You know, they get a little pawy. So yeah, that was really weird. That's funny you remember that. I guess I did tell you that.
I was really hoping that you were going to just know off the top of your head all the disgusting things that people.
No,
this is what happens when you meet people in chat rooms.
Yeah, that's probably true. It was probably from the internet.
It was.
Yeah, I probably blocked that out.
And why did I remember it? That's so weird.
Because it's weird.
It is so weird.
It is a little weird. She was a weird person.
See, and I've dated some real, not just dated, but I've had sex with some weird guys too. The one guy I dated who liked me to just stick all this crazy shit into his ass, like crazy stuff into his butt, nice. Lighters and remote controls, you name it, he liked it. And I guess I'm that kind of special freak because I was like, never did I ever say, ew. I was all like, all right, where's the lube? Like, I'm just... Like, who am I to say that what somebody wants sexually is wrong? Just because...
Breaking shit in the studio.
Yes, exactly. Just because I would never stick a remote control or a dolphin lighter in my ass.
Yeah, I've read recently about all kinds of prostate pleasure, but I still don't have a lot of interest in crossing the threshold. Like, I don't really...
I've never even put a pinky in your butt.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not what I'm interested in.
Today.
And absolutely,
maybe after a couple of glasses of wine
next week,
Chris might be all lubed
episode
up and
6 could be all about Chris has discovered.
Chris's new favorite sexual position is anyone where his legs are over his head.
All right, great, good times.
Anyway,
did I tell you any other weird stories that I'm forgetting?
Like you told me something about a girl with. Am I wrong about candles?
No, there was just.
And then
some
there was
wax play,
right, wax play, and then there was the girl who would only let you fuck her in the butt.
Yeah, that was a good one. There was this girl who, she had a boyfriend,
right? And so you know the pussy
saving
was
her pussy,
right. The pussy was for her
right.
love.
She had a serious boyfriend, I guess, and I guess I was a horrible person for being in any kind of relationship with someone who had a boyfriend. But yeah, she would only let me have sex in her ass. Which
is so funny because I would think it would be the opposite way. I would think the ass would be for somebody that you love.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I guess the ass is just your butthole. And
it's not cheating
pristine.
If it's in your ass?
I don't know if she went that far to say it wasn't cheating.
I feel like I think that's a potential t-shirt.
I honestly think she just liked to get fucked in the ass. So that was just
I'm a fan
her
of
trick
anal sex,
to get me to fuck her in the ass.
But it can't just be that.
And I don't really...
Was there like clit stimulation while you were fucking her in the ass?
I'm sure there was. I'm not
you
exactly...
You can't remember?
This was like a long time ago.
Epic podcast fail.
Long time ago. But I remember I had sex with her once at my office.
Nice.
And that was cool. Yeah. But these are all painful memories.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I'm kidding. I don't really like... Anal sex on the first date is not
weird.
Really my thing.
I think it would be really weird. And I wouldn't even know how to broach that subject with a potential fuck buddy. Like, we're in the cab after a couple of drinks and some appetizers and we're going to like a short stay telly and then I tell him there? Or
it might have actually happened in a cab where she's like, you can only fuck me in the butt. And
weird.
And I was like, okay.
But see, there's a lot of guys who would be all lined up. It's like, I know that just the thought of fucking a bitch in the ass, dudes are like, I'm in. But I know if I had a penis and that was something that was said in a car on the way to where we were going to go, I'd be all weirded out. Like,
yeah, I mean, you're
giving me the pooper on the first date?
Yeah, I like playing with you, but I don't always like playing with other people's
how long
butts.
did it take? How long did it take for us to like work up to butt play? Do we have to have a baby
2
first?
weeks,
I don't even know.
Sure.
Stop.
Yeah. But no, I hear you. It was a little weird.
It's just not something you say to somebody over nachos and beers.
And it didn't strengthen our relationship.
Obviously, because you're not still putting it in her butt.
No, it didn't strengthen it at all.
Aw.
Yeah. Moving on.
But that was fun. I had fun talking.
Yeah.
I had fun remembering your sexual past experiences for you.
I had fun remembering that too.
Anyway, so swinglifestyle.com recently tweeted an article about the benefits of swinging. And I didn't really like their answers at all. They were very generic.
Oh, it's almost like you set me up. I've been meaning to speak on the content that is Swing Lifestyle's articles.
Right. That's essentially what I was hoping I was opening the door for you to talk. It was so generic. It felt like it was written by a bot.
I don't want to bash it. I think what they're doing is they're just content spinning for search results and things like that. Because the content isn't genuine. It's not written by anyone knowledgeable.
It didn't feel like it was written by one of us.
It feels written by someone outside of the United States.
Right.
And I read recently about something called content spinning, where you take an article and you use a tool to like change all the words, the adjectives, into other adjectives, so then it's a completely different article. Huh. And I find their content is poorly spun content marketing.
Okay.
So
you agree that that it's garbage?
I agree that anything they publish is right out of the gate just wrong.
So I'm asking you, on that note, your opinion.
Right.
If the article was written by you and me, what would you say your top benefit to being in the lifestyle is?
Well, I wrote a blog post sort of about that. My favorite my favorite things are,
I don't ever read what you write.
No, I'm sure no one read it, so this is awesome. This is like an easy way to talk about the same thing.
It's like cheating.
Communication. Our communication's gotten a lot better. I'm not a real big sharer of my feelings, but I've had to be more open, and our communication is healthy. So I really like that, and that's a direct byproduct of the lifestyle. I mean, we had good communication, but not.
Well, you're saying if you come from a previous relationship where you had to keep a lot of secrets, and then you get into a relationship, because lifestyle relationships tend to be very open, and then you talk more and you share your fantasies, like, I guess that's it's a huge benefit, because there wasn't, in my marriage previously to you, there was no foreplay, no fantasy.
Right.
It was almost like considered cheating if I told him that I had a dream or I had an idea. Right. So
yeah, it's only because of our situation that we came from unhealthy scenarios where we weren't good communication, or we had to be deceptive because people didn't support our ideas, or I was cheating. I was a terrible person.
We went from a place of won't to a place of woe.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're good.
Whoa, baby. So yeah, definitely, I think communication's a big thing. You have to talk a lot, and if you're going to be successful, you have to be good at communicating and sharing, and you're going to blossom and develop from there. So for sure, communication. I'm kind of a horny pervert. I feel like I've got oats.
You feel like you get more sex now in the lifestyle than you did before you went in?
Oats unsown. Like I wasn't super sexually active as a young adult. So for me personally, I get to still sort of play out a lot of fantasies, and sex be a healthy outlet for us.
Right.
I mean, I don't think we have we're not fucking everybody. But
no.
I'm always feeling...
But we're open to that idea.
I'm always feeling like we're talking dirty and talking about things, and yeah,
we're open to that idea.
So there's a lot of fun sex and sex talk and pursuit of sex, and and watching people have sex at clubs and participating and soft swap.
That really is one of my favorite things in the whole world to do, is to watch genuine couples have sex. It beats watching a porn. I can't even really get off on watching porn anymore. I can in the pinch, like if I need to, and there's a job that needs to get done, I can get it done. But my preference is to watch real people banging. And sometimes I don't even need to be touched or stimulated. If I'm watching genuine sex and you can see it and hear it, I can come just from watching.
Yeah, we had some
good times. That's off topic. That's just a little extra bonus.
Some good early times at clubs that had some good voyeur stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I miss that. What else? So communication, just lots of fun sex and sex-related stuff. Right. We travel a little bit. We like to run around and check out different parties. So to me, that's fun. I like
so that we don't run into the same swingers all the time. We're a big fan of variety. So if you're going to the same 4 clubs, because even though New York City you would think is huge, the variety is very minimal.
Well, the things
so
we
that's
wanna
why
do
we
anyway.
travel. We
Yeah.
travel because we like to encounter variety. I don't want to run into the same 25 couples all the time, although we do often.
Yeah, it's not that we were trying to avoid the same people. We're trying to meet new people.
I am.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's not that I'm avoiding it. It's just that I like new meat. I like new stuff to ogle.
That's what I just said.
Right.
So yeah, we're looking for new exciting
Don't
things.
be sassy. You want to fight? So, and see, your answer is totally different than mine. You said communication, and I just like the whole open door policy of, for me, coming from a place where I was unfaithful in a lot of my relationships, because I wasn't happy sexually, so I had to cheat and dip out on the side. I like that I don't have to ever again. Like if I really feel the urge that I want something fresh and new, you're already thinking it for me.
Sure.
And like you're already we're just so in sync with each other.
It's probably true that anything we wanted would be open for discussion.
Right. And that's,
so
I guess it comes back to communication, but whatever. I like saying that.
No, I think it's a more permissive and allowing relationship.
Right.
It's not just that we talk about it. It's that
we'll
talk about it, and I might say, all right, like if that's what you want, like if you need 15 guys, like
that's so crazy,
or whatever it is you need, or you need a girlfriend, or
I think I was listening to like Holly and Michael once where they were talking about the girl like who did the most guys, and
Sure.
I can't remember. It was like hundreds, but all I keep thinking about when you said 15, like anything more than 3 sounds crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the scenario. If it's a bunch of couples and it's over several hours, sure. Or it's over a weekend.
And you're in the hot tub in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Then it's okay.
I'm at having sex, 100 guys having sex with her. Imagine like the 98th guy. Like, that's got to be like so...
blown wide open.
Yeah, like so...
Well, see, pussies are magical in the sense that they... if she stays lubricated, it'll go back
Sure.
and it'll swell and it's not like you're putting your foot in it or anything. But I would imagine she would get bored and
It's just it's
Right.
just like a performance more than sex.
right. I think they
but-
only get like 90 seconds in her vagina to count or something like that,
Sure,
or
but I
30
guess
seconds. So
I can't imagine a lot of porn is fulfilling. It's
more
probably-
than 3 guys is too much.
It's theatrical.
Although I'm open to a little bit more because I'm a huge fan of group play. So if we're playing and there's more than 3 dicks in the room and they're cute, then maybe.
Yeah.
But not 100. That's what I'm saying. This went off on a tangent.
It's not even just 100. It's like a line of dudes. It's like
right, all
it's
like
Guinness.
We went the club that we used to go to in Brooklyn years ago. That we used to go on a Friday night sometimes because of our scheduling. And Friday night in the lifestyle out in New York and in a lot of places caters to single dudes.
Yep.
And a lot of the times it feels more escort service / whorehouse than it does a swing club because some of the promoters will bring in quote unquote, entertainment. And the entertainment, like one guy, the owner of the club used to bring mattresses right in the middle of the dance floor, like stop the music while we were dancing, throw 2 mattresses on the floor, throw this girl on the floor with like a bottle of lube at her side and tell everybody, get your dicks out because it's time, and like he would line up these dudes with the opportunity to have sex with this girl. And it just felt.
Yeah, that's why we stopped going out on Fridays.
Yeah, Fridays are sausage fest. Horrible.
What else? You
Vienna sausage.
Well,
Anyway.
So your answer was
My answer was I like the fact that I can not talk to you, but I have an open door policy as far as I can look at other people. I can contemplate having sex with other people and you're okay with it.
Yeah.
So I guess it boils down to communication, but I just like that whole that we don't even really have to. I don't have to ask permission anymore.
It's the open relationship
Yeah.
aspect of it. It's good. It's nice. Yeah. I feel similarly that my fantasies are supported and anything I could come up with, I could sit down and be like, yo, here's what I'm thinking. You'd be like, huh, okay, that sounds interesting. Let's see, make it happen. So, yeah.
2 dirty pervs that are in a relationship together equal magic.
Yeah, I'll keep you.
I'll keep you too, babe. I got one more.
All right.
And then we're wrapping it up. So, as summer is over, wrapping up, coming to a close,
It is.
there isn't just pumpkin flavored everything you have to look forward to. Halloween is coming up, and I had saw an advertisement for Hedonism's anniversary / Halloween event.
Yes.
And their
What is
theme,
their theme?
their theme this year is mermaids and seamen.
And semen?
Yeah. I think you're actually supposed to say it semen, not semen. Because it just sounds weird when you say it like that. I guess it's tongue in cheek, but when you just have to, it's mermaids and semen.
Mermaids and semen. Yep.
Semen. Anyway, so what I wanted to say
That's a messy theme.
It's messy, but it's interesting because couple costumes with Halloween, we always go out on Halloween, even though we're really not big fans of it. And lately, I have become more and more intrigued with, thanks to like Pinterest, I've become interested in partying on Halloween and costumes and do-it-yourself stuff. So I'm asking you, like, what you think are like the best, what you would think are the best lifestyle themed type costumes.
What? You mean like... So I don't like costumes.
Right. I knew you were going to say that. That's why I wanted you to.
At Hito, a couple times I've participated and had a blast. Mm-hmm. So it's not that I'm not capable or I don't like it. I don't really like it. I forced myself, but I still had a great time.
Right. We're not fans of like face paint.
I don't
want to fuck anybody with like.
Here's what I'm a fan of.
Who looks like a zombie.
A drink and maybe some clothes at dinner. I don't really want to dress up. I don't want to wear a costume or. Really? I had fun the times I did it, and in this year, in April 2016, I'm going to do it again.
Oh, you're talking about themes. I'm talking about Halloween. So but I get what you're saying.
I don't really like Halloween costumes.
You don't like themes or costumes?
No, but mostly because I don't want to try to figure out if they're really attractive underneath there.
Right.
You know, because in lifestyle parties, that's just me being selfish.
Right.
I don't want to be like, wow, they could
Frankenstein
be or Goldilocks or whoever, but what do they really look like under there? And I'm gonna end up taking someone ugly home.
Right.
But what was your question? What's my favorite?
I'm just saying, what would you think? Because Halloween is coming up and we need to start thinking of a costume because we are going to a few Halloween themed events.
Sure.
So I'm asking you if you've given any thought to costumes for us to wear.
If I have, I wouldn't tell these motherfuckers because they might steal my idea.
Maybe.
No, but
we did see a really cool one yesterday. Keep in mind, everything I'm going to tell you are not the ideas that we're kicking around. We did see a cool one yesterday, which was Pretty Woman and Richard Gere.
Yeah, that was
Julia
stupid.
Roberts. It was cute.
I'm not a Pretty Woman person. Like, dudes don't appreciate that. Dudes aren't like, yeah, it's Pretty Woman.
But sometimes you need to have a costume so cute because, let's be honest, sometimes your originality is what gets you in the door.
Yeah.
Not not your personality.
Right. Fun people that are noticeable, that are doing fun things or being silly.
So if somebody's costumes
they'll get laid,
are cute,
of course.
Like we went to a Halloween party last October, and what were we? I was a deer and you were the hunter.
Right.
And it was cute. We put some thought in it. And
it was simple enough. I participated.
He didn't have to really wear a costume. He wore a camo hat and a camo shirt and a fake gun over his shoulder. Yep. And that was the extent of the costume.
That was pretty involved for me. That was involved for me. I had a hat on.
Right. But there were some couples who go like ape shit over Halloween.
People love Halloween. Yep.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I was hoping to inspire your creative side to see if you had any ideas for what we were going to wear for Halloween.
No, I have nothing.
You're just going to wear those sunglasses and you're going to take your snowball mic and we're going to go
as terrible podcasters. Yes.
As like the world's worst podcasters?
Yeah. That sounds good.
We're halfway there.
Yeah.
Anyway. So, yeah. I guess the secret is don't go tacky. It doesn't really matter. I'm a big fan of creative costumes. I just don't think tacky is good.
I like when people dress up. I don't personally like it, but I enjoy watching people.
Right.
So I go and I get a kick out of it. I laugh and I think, oh, it's a great costume, and I have a good time with it. So.
But what you're saying is you yourself don't get excited.
I don't really like to draw attention to myself. I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, I'll wear a tutu,
you're so cute,
and then everyone
baby.
will notice me. I understand. I'm just telling you that I'm not a flamboyant personality. I'm not looking for people to notice me.
I'm excited to say that our costume for Halloween this year, one of our costumes, requires Chris to do hardly next to anything except walk with me.
This sounds like an excellent costume.
I think it's the best costume so far we've come up with. I'm excited for it.
All right. I'm ready then.
So, anyway.
Do I get to drink?
Oh, yes. It's a given.
It's a great costume.
It's the best.
So, mermaids and seamen.
Yes, that's the hedonism theme.
That's
the
for
34th
the anniversary?
Well, I believe so.
So, like, anniversary night, it's Halloween, so people will dress up for Halloween. They'll dress up for the normal theme nights, and they'll probably be
Right.
special theme
Well,
nights.
there's certain groups like the Fluffs. They have a separate itinerary, and their
Right.
costumes are different than the rest of the resort. So I only peeked at theirs, so I really don't know what it is. Some of them are cute, and I'm pretty sure Halloween is the seaman and mermaid one.
Oh, is it? So
I don't know how it works, because it would be weird to have a costume the next day. But I should probably
well,
do
every theme night people often
Right.
bring costumes.
I should
It's just
probably do my
another theme
research
night.
before I talk about some things. What
Yeah,
I'm saying.
We never said we were experts.
Never. Anyway, so I'm
So
done
the
with you.
34th anniversary?
It's the 34th,
Wow.
I think. I'm pretty sure. Last year was the 33rd. I
30
think there's
years.
a picture of it, and this year's the 34th.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm sad that we're gonna miss it once again, but it's on my bucket list for sure. So next year maybe.
Yeah, it's at a weird time, but I would definitely like to get there next maybe year or two.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I've
for the
heard that it's
anniversary.
I've heard that it's a sellout and it's crazy. And the more I into and excited I get about Halloween, the more I want to be a part of it. So eventually
Sounds good.
we'll get there.
Great.
Even though you're half in costume now, with your sunglasses and your mic in your hand.
I don't want anyone to recognize me.
I know. All right. That's it. I don't have anything else for you.
All right. Well, I appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. It was good to see you.
So, on that note, thank you for listening to another episode of Shameless Adventures.
Yeah, it's good to have you guys. Come back again soon.
Make sure you head on over to shamelessadventures.com. Join our mailing list.
Yep, the mailing list is important. And get out there and start working on your costumes, because by the sounds of it, Michelle's got a pretty serious costume lined up for us. And we are going to kick your ass.
Kicking it all over the place.
Wait till you see my costume.
He doesn't even know what it is.
But you said I'd have to do hardly anything.
He has
so
to do nothing but just wear a shirt. That's
that
it.
sounds awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
See how well I know you?
Yeah.
Anyway,
You guys are in trouble.
thank you for listening to, like I said, this episode 5 of Shameless Adventures. Join our mailing list. Check out our website.
And yeah, find us on iTunes.
Yeah.
And rate us there. I'm not sure why we would want that, but that sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound like something
Sounds cool and
something
important.
interesting. It does sound important.
Yeah. Do that.
Yeah. Do that, bitches.
Thanks for listening.
And we're out.